For some reason, the ambulance got there like immediately. I remember telling them to take my sneakers off so they wouldn't get too much blood on them. I had a good pair of jeans on. I knew they were gonna cut those. I believe once they started cutting the jeans, I just blacked out after that. By the time I made it to the hospital, it was actually Christmas. It was after 12. There were no surgeons available that day, I believe. So I had surgery on the 26th, early in the morning, first thing in the morning. Kings County got me into surgery. But before the surgery, they drilled 2 holes in my knee, and they put a rod in there, and then they put a weight system on the end of the rod to pull the bones down to keep it in place, which was excruciating pain. There was one bullet that went in about right here and came out on my upper thigh. But in this passage, it destroyed everything there. But when they explained to me the damage and I seen the x-ray, I was shocked. I was in awe, because to know that that's your bone was once like this and now is like that, it's something that is unfathomable. Like, you can't even describe it, really.
But yeah, I can definitely reach out to them and give them a call.
Okay.
So funny, because when I actually went to go visit Derek was kind of skeptical on, speaking, because, we coming in, we're like, who is these people?
My sister Taisha, my first memory of her, is she comes in with her suit, her uniform. I don't know if it was the morphine or what. I thought she was the cops. And I was just like, listen, I spoke to y'all already.
I went back to visit Derek again the next day, and I tried to be consistent during the time that he was here, so he know that I'm for real, and it ain't a game. And then Derek started opening up. Then Derek started telling me his needs and his wants.
One thing I can say is the emotional support. They talk to you and check on you constantly, to the point that sometimes you're like, all right, I'll talk to you later. But they definitely check on you. They definitely make sure that you're mentally stable. They ask you all the time about your physical therapy, if you need anything. Due to COVID, I couldn't have any guests. I couldn't have any visitors. I couldn't see my kids. I couldn't see anyone from my family. FaceTime was it. FaceTime was everything. But there's only so much you could do on FaceTime.
So Derek was here on Christmas Eve and actually spent New Year's here as well. So he was really upset with that as well during the time, because nobody wants to be in here. It's Christmas time, the holidays, you want to be home with the kids. I had to make it my effort to, make sure that Derek stood and lift his spirits, and his spirit was always uplifted, and he wouldn't turn into a Grinch. I treat this as if I'm treating my family. Even when I'm doing an intervention and an assessment with the patient, I'm not looking at them like, oh, they're just a patient that comes in. Like, they are my family as well. I feel like I have adopted another brother or sister or uncle or auntie. The first thing Derek said was he able to go to a rehabilitation center? We assisted Derek going to the rehabilitation center, and then he was communicating with us that he was gonna be homeless, he ain't gonna have nowhere to go, and if there's anything that we can do. We made that connection, got Derek in a hotel right now.
What they did was spectacular, actually. It was really fast. Once I was told that I could put weight back on my leg, they got me out of there within 72 hours to a really good spot. I really appreciate them for that.